What's up, y'all? It's your girl Campson from Remnants Gathering. Check this out. I'm going to show you the similarities between the internet and the marine kingdom and explain to you how it's being used, how it's associated with religion and Christianity, Catholicism, and how we're all being trapped in the net, in the web, by predators as the prey. And so stick with me and tell me what you think. And if I leave something out that you think I should add, please, please, please comment, because there's no way I can think of everything. So I do need your help with this. First of all, I'm just going to read through the notes that I wrote. Usually I just talk, but I'm just going to narrate through what I have written. And so if you need to pause it, that's okay. But I want to try to get through this fairly quickly. An episode of season 11 of Supernatural featured a ghost who possessed Wi-Fi. He killed through devices and speakers and laptops, etc. Sam, one of the characters in Supernatural, mentioned the fact that we are all electrical impulses, so ghosts and demons can possess humans and electronic devices. This proves the revelation about the World Wide Web being the unseen realm of interdimensional entities known as unclean spirits or demons. One huge revelation is the internet cannot be killed except by the Most High. This means the internet is much like a god. It's very impossible for us to kill the internet. And it can exist without eating, drinking, or sleeping. The internet has become the god of this world. The internet has artificial immorality. The transhumanist artificial intelligence creations are the god's children, just as Lucifer made it with women to produce Nephilim. So, if you look at the internet as a big, huge ocean, it has all different kinds of fish. Fish as in PHIS as well. You could even create your own fish, catfishing, using someone else's pictures and throw it out there and you catch another fish with the bait you use to lure. Now, I forgot to mention another word associated with the net and the ocean is clickbait. And so this is also a lure. The internet, to enter inside a net, is actually an ocean full of things that we haven't discovered before. It's a world wide web that has trillions and zillions of fish caught in that web. Jesus said himself he was a fisher of men and that he'll teach us to be like him. Well, that means you have to bait or clickbait. So you're fishing for people. But depending on what your motive is behind whatever you do on the internet will determine if that individual is caught and if harm comes to him or her. This sounds a little crazy to you and maybe confusing. Let's give you an example from a real life experience. The fish has to be baited first. Let's say a girl on Instagram who's a thirst trap. Notice those two words are associated with water, marine kingdom. And she is seducing men with pictures to lure them into sex. Well, the man doing the fishing that has linked up with her probably doesn't know what he's getting himself into. So he communicates in his DM talking about linking up with her. Now the bait has been taken by the fish or the man, as in spoken of in scripture. So now it's time to reel him in. This is the stage when you're chatting on Snapchat or DMing each other, emailing each other. Then he's waking up beside her, naked. Yep, he's caught, sometimes for 18 plus years. Now she's pregnant, or she was too young, and now you're charged with statutory rape. This actually happens to people. And so these things are inspired by actual situations. So the steps here were bait, lure, and caught, as in clickbait, lure, as in thirst trap, and caught, as in trap. So let's see how many other words are similar between the internet and the ocean or the marine kingdom. We have web, we have net, we have surf, and we have streams, as in streaming videos on the internet. We also have catfishing, which is luring with the intent to catch without showing them who you really are. An example of this would be a transvestite who doesn't let the other person know she wasn't born a woman. Another thing to note, you have to use a toolbox in both realms. Now, Stingray. This is a new system used by the enforcement to spy on cell phone activities and our locations in real time. Demons who manifest as our dead loved ones is just like a person catfishing you on the web. The internet is like the marine kingdom. It operates the same way, taking on the image of whoever it thinks will lure you in. Both of these things exist in the unseen realm. For example, the only thing you'll find when you're surfing the internet is when you know exactly what you're looking for and where to look. Otherwise, everything else in the internet, on the web, it's available, but it's not visible to you. It's invisible until you search for it and actually find it. Jesus, he's kind of like the God of the internet right now. Refer to the TV show American Gods for a more understanding of why I say this, why I say he has become the God of the internet. It's very similar to Jesus in many ways. More things the net and the marine kingdom have in common. Both have an abyss, or dark web, and dark waters. Both can have anything in it. Both can have something in it that will feed you. Literally, like you can actually order fast food now through Uber. They could also have something or someone in it that'll kill you and eat you. Literally. Remember Pizzagate? Spirit cooking? Y'all have to know that what I'm telling you is the truth. I hope that this is resonating with someone. This revelation was huge for me. This is my point. Jesus names like the name above every name, right? He's like the head honcho, and he rules the airwaves. There's another word, waves, just as Lucifer does. And you know, I've broken this down, and you have seen the similarities between Lucifer and Jesus. And so I know it's really hard for some people to receive, but we really should practice being able to accept the truth, the words of the Creator, the Most High, based on the Old Testament. This is my conclusion. The internet is a spiritual realm inside a machine, but it's connected to most of us 24/7. I also remember Leviathan is the beast of the sea. This is mentioned in the Old Testament as well. And he's known for twisting words and causing confusion. Does it the internet and text messaging, emailing? It's really hard to express what you're really feeling, and it does cause a lot of confusion. Dagon is worshipped by the Catholic Church. Remember, the Catholic Church set up Christianity. The mitre the Pope wears is the head of a fish with the mouth open. Remember, Jesus used a fish to collect a coin. Jesus also did the miracle of 2 fish to feed 5,000. Jesus also performed another miracle, catching fish to teach the disciples a lesson of being fisher of men. Jesus and fish are heavily intertwined. Was he showing himself to be the commander of the marine kingdom? Why would he connect himself to Dagon so deeply? These stories were all subliminal messages and symbolism as to who he really was. Christians don't realize the fish symbol is worship of Dagon. So people, this system, this new internet web that we are living and existing in 24/7, this is the marine kingdom, and it has manifested itself in technology in a different way. And a lot of us have entered into the net willingly. The deepness of this, I don't know how to measure the internet or the World Wide Web. I don't know anybody who can measure it. Maybe the quantum computers can. But that's what makes it much like a God. That's what makes it much like having immorality and being eternal. The Most High is the only one who can end this at this point. And when you look at the ocean, it may look calm on the surface, but they are predators. And they're always there. They're always present. And they're at the top of the food chain. And we have to be very careful, because marine kingdoms and marine spirits is something that a lot of us are just now learning and finding out. And if there's a word I left out that shows another connection between the internet, the World Wide Web, and the marine kingdom, the ocean, the abyss, please comment and leave that there. I hope this resonated with you all. And for those of you who are having a difficult time with the Jesus thing, just be in constant prayer and fast if necessary. Do your research. Study to show yourself approved. line by line, precept upon precept. And the Most High, He is not a man at all that He should lie, and He will lead you into all truth. All right, family. Thank you so much for just checking this out. This has been a Remnants Gathering production. And we have some huge things we're putting together to bring to you. Our whole purpose is to not give you rhetoric, but to actually give you information that's going to lead you out of the net we are trapped in and into the truth.